So for the final boss in the arena we have Zoltog. Now this guy can be very nasty. His abilities can spawn out a lot of orcs if we don't get in his face nice and early, per se. I'll go over his abilities as soon as they're up. Play first. So his passive is when an orc you control deals damage to an opposing champion, create a Savage Raider and put it into play. Luckily it needs 2 reds and 2 purples before this becomes active. So, excuse me, hopefully we can get on this nice and easy, nice and quick, and start getting down his life before this comes into play. And then his basic is create 3 Savage Raiders and put them into play. Now the main worry with this guy is the fact that he can start attacking us with multiple Savage Raiders, and every one that hits our champion without a block is going to start spawning more and more and more, and they're going to overwhelm us. So this hand is acceptable for us to start with, so I'm going to keep this. And we start with 2 charges as well, so our troops get a nice bonus earlier than they could have, or well, would have before. So if luck treats us right, we're going to hope that he won't have any troops to play rather early on, and we can get some nice, free, easy damage in there to start with. We'll get the Arena Brawler in there now. Should have used my champion's ability then, but we haven't lost anything for not using it just yet. He gets a Ridge Raider in there. So now we can go straight on, throw our champion's ability in. Give us a Ruby Shard, put another one in, and now we have 1 resource left for the Crushing Blow if he decides to block. And there we go. So that's brought him down to 20 already. It's a nice start for us, really. In a perfect world, next we'll get another Crimson Clarity, and we can plop out the High Cleric. But, well, that didn't happen. Another shard, we'll go for the Furious Taskmaster, and we'll give him speed. That way, no matter what he blocks, something may die, well, will die, but we still get the extra damage in there, so now he's on 13 already. So now he's got his perfect setup, 2 red, 2 purple, so now if he hits me, he'll start creating the Savage Raiders. Luckily, well, perfectly, we got the Ruby Shard, so we can throw out our High Cleric onto the field now. Deal 5 damage straight to him. And going for the attack. Now, he's going to block the High Cleric here. That'll die. But we still win. So that gives us the perfect. So with that, we get the boss win, perfect tier bonus, and a bonus chest. And that gives us a complete the arena results. 20 wins, 0 defeats. That wasn't my intention here, but it just shows how easy a nice, cheap orc deck can be. Getting in there first, let's see what we get. So from completing it perfectly, we got 7,400 gold, not bad at all. And as you can see here, quite a lot of equipment. Now, I believe I have most of this already, but we'll go over all of them one by one. So it's Spring Litters. You're feeding the young ones instead of create 2 bunny hoppers, put them into play. That's not bad at all. Nice little helm for the Royal Den Mother there. Construction gloves. I believe this one might be new actually. I think I already have them as well, but that's not a bad one for him. I might plop him into my orc deck at a later point. Crackling Rot. Now I don't have this one yet. This is a new piece of equipment for me. Gain an additional charge for each one. Oh, well. It's not great, but that can be combined with something, another card for a different type of deck. Another PvE card now. I think I have 5 of her now. I can start selling them. Stallion Breastplate. Ah, this one's not bad at all. Your Malice Demons have, when this deals damage to an opposing champion, destroy 2 cards at random. Now that one's fantastic. The downside here is he's obviously a very expensive card to play, so I'll have to make a deck around him that I might do for the next set of videos. Now, this one's perfect. This one means my Jags the Blade Master instead has triple damage instead of double damage. Now this is just the item I was looking for my other Orc deck that does basically the same thing. However, I do have a few of the Blade Masters in there to get that extra damage on. So you know, the double damage will also affect the High Cleric that I was using within this video. So instead of doing 4 damage or 5 damage, he'll do double that instantly. Now with that, he'll do triple that, and it'll make this fight a lot easier. And we've got some boots for my shin heads as well. So that was the rundown of the arena, with a fantastic perfect victory. I wasn't expecting that at all. So one of the things, well, two of the things that you didn't see, because I've done this quite a lot, when you win the arena, you get the Frost Ring Arena sleeve. This is the first time, it doesn't matter if you're defeated once or twice, as long as you get to kill all of the champions, you will receive this sleeve. That looks fantastic. I have to admit, this is one of my favourite sleeves in the deck. And next, if you get a perfect one, you would have received this sleeve. Luckily, I've already had a perfect in the past, so I didn't get it this time, but this is what I received. And then within the arena, you have an ultra rare boss called Uranaz, and if you get to beat him, you'll get his sleeve. Now this is a fantastic sleeve, it looks amazing, and if you kill him in the arena, you also get his pot of gold. That is 100k. So, you know, if you're you're a new player, hasn't put money into the game, you manage to get him and beat him, that's a big bonus for you. You go straight up in there and you start making some real money. The main thing with this champion, or this opponent, is he will only appear in the last 3 tiers, but he can appear randomly. He is counted as a boss, but he won't only appear in the boss sections. He can appear at a random point in time. So, once again, this is the deck I've used. I will export this from the game and put the link to my deck in the description for the videos, and you can try it out yourself if you wish. So, thank you for watching this run, and I'll make another set of videos later on with a different deck. I think my next deck will use... I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go for wild shards, maybe. We'll see. Alright, thank you, and goodbye.